Hey, I hope it was worth the wait. This is Tara, and this is Anastasia.
Hi!
We are here at her studio. She is the owner of Sew Anastasia, and we are going to talk with her today about her life and her work and everything in between. So welcome to another Sew Stream. And we've got Lawrence, of course, on the helm.
Hello.
He's going to be shielding your comments, so make sure that you ask lots of questions. But before you do that, I would like you to introduce yourselves in the chat box, and I would also like you to tell us what you are working on while you watch tonight, because I don't know if you know this or not, but every week we do Sew Streams, and they always work on their own projects as they're watching us. Isn't that fun?
Awesome. That is so cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Live sewing, virtual sewing circle.
Exactly.
So cool.
So Anastasia, tell me what got you started. Like, tell me why you decided to start this whole sewing business in the first place.
Yeah. Well, I think it all goes back to why did I start sewing? And I started sewing because I wanted bell bottoms. I used to be obsessed with the Beatles when I was like 11 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And then started being obsessed with like rock and roll in general. And I wanted all of these outfits that everybody was wearing. They were so cool. And I was like, hey, Mom, I want these outfits. And she's like, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to find those at the mall, but we'll go look. And so we went and looked to amuse me. No, not happening. So she was like, here's my sewing machine. This is how it works. Have fun.
Nice.
And there began my journey of sewing.
That's incredible. I have a very similar story, actually. That's kind of how I started, too. We are children of the same era. Let's be real.
We are.
And, you know, the Beatles, of course, was like, I don't know, it was hyping up again in the late 90s, early 2000s. And
Totally.
yeah, the bell bottoms craze kind of came back for a little while.
Yeah.
And like you, I wanted some bell bottoms, and
Yeah.
I could not find the right ones because, of course, we had kind of the flare leg thing happening, but it wasn't the same.
Totally. And it went into like wide leg and then like the Jinko jeans and
Yeah.
everything like that. Yeah.
It wasn't specific enough.
Mhm.
So my mom actually had some real bell bottoms from the 70s, but they still weren't wide enough for me.
Oh my gosh.
So I decided to cut them up, and then I took some really old fabric, vintage fabric as it were.
Yeah.
And then I created my own
Bigger.
as well. And it had like a matching top that just came with the fabric anyway that somebody had sewn together.
Amazing.
So I had like a matching
whole
set. It was
ensemble.
amazing.
So cool.
So yeah.
So cool.
We're the coolest. So Lawrence, who we got tonight?
We have quite a packed house. We have, hello, Diane, who's just joined. Cassiopeia is in. We have Navy Vet 9702, Cindy, and Fallon Fabe, I hope I pronounced that right. And we have Rose, we have Linda, we have Jenny, and Mandy, and Diane, and Shauna. Hello, everyone.
My goodness, hello. Proud tonight. So yeah, what are we working on? Anything exciting?
Let's see. Yeah, a few things. Well, firstly, just to say that Cassiopeia just watched Townsend's video about making candy. So she is now making some of that very candy. Hello, by the way, to Bylan and Patty at 1027, as well as Jill Tonya McGrew. And what else do we have that people are working on? Let us know. I think I did see some other things that came in here. A few happy birthdays that have come in, which is nice. Yes.
Thank you. And actually, I got a little present from Anastasia as well. It's a cute little bag that she made me.
Look at that bag.
It is. And, you know, I don't know if you do much. I don't even know.
yeah, very light merch, but like bags, t-shirts, stuff like that.
You can go over to her YouTube channel and you can check that out as well. And I know that like her Instagram game is on point, by the way. So go and check her out on Instagram, and that's probably where you're gonna find most of her merch and everything else, right?
Totally.
So yeah, happy birthday to me. And yay. We actually have cupcakes for later too, even though they got squished on the L, which is kind of bad.
Just look at it taste great.
Absolutely. And I really like having a February birthday because they're red velvet cupcakes as well.
Amazing.
It's just the best. It's 'tis the season for candy and cake and cookies and all the red things, right?
I
So
love red. Red and pink. See, I clearly love pink. Pink is like my favorite go-to. But I love red and pink together. And I think they're great colors to wear together, not just wear them.
yeah, me too. Yeah, and a lot of people I think they shy away from that.
They
but
do.
It's sad.
I agree.
Really.
I was working on a client's dress the other day and she wanted red. And I was like, let's do pink sheer sleeves. And she's like, well, that's kind of Valentine's Day. And I was like, Really? I mean, I guess. I mean, it is in a couple of days, but that doesn't necessarily, to me, strike just Valentine's. If anything, I think it's kind of like a vintage retro, like color scheme.
It is, yeah. It feels very 60s to me, actually, the red with the pink. So yeah, I love that. Yay, ready to keep it together.
Yeah, and you got 1,000 more happy birthdays just there, just to let you know.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Yay, birthdays. So Anastasia, so what about the company? Like, how did that get started?
So I worked in New York twice. I worked with Anna Sveen, I worked with Betsy Johnson, and I came back from internships and I was trying to find a job and applying. It was 2009 and recession happened then for those who do and or don't remember. And I couldn't find a job. Everyone was laying everybody off. So I just decided to start my own company. And that's when I started my own company about 11 years ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we remember the recession very well.
Yeah, it brought us here. I mean, essentially, yeah.
So Lawrence and I, we got married and then moved to London just as the recession hit. And so he got this really great job, and then he was like the first person on the chopping block and got laid off. And so
The first person in the nation. No, I wasn't. That would be amazing.
I don't think that's true, but Dad said he was the first in the company, and so we were like, I couldn't work yet legally, so we were just waiting on my status, and we couldn't wait long enough because of rent, and so we moved back here again with my parents for a little while. It was super fun times. I wish I would have had the nous to decide to start my company at that point too, but mine's only just getting started. Hi, baby company. Hi, friends. How y'all doing? So that's really cool. So what are some things that you are working on right now? What are your like passion projects in terms of your sewing and in terms of what you're teaching your students?
Totally. So right now I'm super passionate about lingerie. I'm working on a lingerie collection. And I've started with high-waisted panties. So I brought some things to show you guys.
Yay.
So I'm working in unique fabrics and materials. These are actually like pleather and lace, and they have a low cutout back. And they're getting a bow across the back, but they're not finished
Can I
yet.
touch
Yeah,
pleather? Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
I mean, they're more
Crazy.
like for the bedroom, not under your jeans. type of
Absolutely.
thing.
It reminds me of like, I don't know, an 80s, maybe even a wedding gown. Like this would have
Totally.
matched, my aunt's. Hi, Aunt Brenda, if you're watching. Yeah, this absolutely would have matched her wedding gown, I think, almost perfectly. So that's really cool. But okay, so pleasure in the bedroom.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. These ones are so Valentine's Day-esque, but I love them.
Absolutely.
So this is a high-waisted style with a full bottom style. So really in the high-waisted styles, I think they're flattering. I think when you're wearing high-waisted jeans or high-waisted skirts, you don't want those low lines like cutting you off, and then you get weird lines sometimes. So
Yeah.
I'm all about the high waist.
And I feel like the high waist goes really well with any kind of vintage parent as well. Like there's nothing before the 90s that is really gonna like cut you off right there. So it's a really good sell just like in daily wear if you are somebody like me who likes the dresses and likes the kind of full skirts. It's perfect for that. So.
Totally. And we're doing sexy versions, thongs. So we have thong versions.
Tell us in the chat box, what is your favorite kind of underwear to wear?
Yes, tell.
We want to know.
Please.
These are kind of leathery too, but they feel a little more synthetic. I don't know.
They're so it's a foiled spandex. Yeah.
There we go.
But they are all lined in cotton in the crotch, so they're very comfortable.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, you got to treat your girls well.
Exactly.
Right?
And we did really fun leopard ones.
Ooh, these are really fun. I was so cool.
Yep, totally. They're the pro vibe. So these also have a matching. We did bralettes and we did like sheer bodysuits. So we did lots of fun things to go with them.
Oh, look at the little heart.
Oh yeah, so
Details.
these totally.
Tell us about about your stuff, like all of the embroidery work and all the fun stuff that you do and why you do it.
Yeah. So I'm a Husqvarna Viking brand ambassador. So right now I'm really experimenting and playing with a lot of like embroidery and ribbon embroidery. And so I think with like fashion and sewing too, like there's rules, right? Like don't use that, but don't use this thread. And I kind of like to break fashion and sewing rules.
Me too.
And try new things and experiment with new things. Sometimes I know people get intense and they're like, oh my God, you can't use that foot for that. And I'm just like, Well, I just did, and it worked great.
I love that. That's great. Great. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about her Instagram in a second for all of you, but she is forever like using her embroidery machine, and I have massive embroidery machine envy. Like every time that I watch her do this, I'm just like, I need one, but of course we know my apartment is smaller than this room, so it wouldn't fit, unfortunately, if I decided to get one myself. Say la vie. So Lawrence, do we have any questions that have come in for Anastasia?
Well, Cindy, and this sort of reflects my own position here. I can't think of a sort of polite way to phrase the underwear answer. Given that you and Brenda might be watching as well.
You guys love the high waist? You love the thongs? Do you hate any of those things? Do you go with the kind of regular mid-rise thing that seems to kind of be perpetually popular, right? Like, what's your underwear style? And do you wear like vintage type underwear? Because I know that you love your bras. So tell me a little bit about the bras.
I love bras and I love lingerie in general. I don't know. I have copious amounts of it. It's probably kind of frightening, actually, how much I have.
Not at all.
But there's just something about lingerie when you get dressed. It just makes you feel so good. If you're in like this first layer, whether it's like maybe a sporty look or a super feminine look or whatever, I just think it's so amazing that it reflects like how you treat other people almost throughout the day too.
I love that.
So I think it's really powerful to feel confident in your undergarments. I think they're a really important part of dressing. But so I'm doing this new thing right now, which is really cool. So I kind of hate bras with underwires, even though all my bras have underwires in them.
Okay.
And so the cool thing about vintage bras, particularly bras from like the 50s, is that they didn't have underwires in them, but they still give you support and lift. And no, you don't have to have a cone boob to have that support and lift. I know it's like a big question lately. But the way they were made and engineered was awesome. I don't know why that ever left. So this new collection I'm working on, I really want to try and create supportive bras without underwires.
That is really cool. I'm down for that because I have to wear an underwire.
Yeah.
Otherwise I don't get the support.
You don't get support.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you covered in a couple months.
But you're right. Like is it the quilting, do you think? Like was it just the intricate rows of stitches that did it? Or
rows of stitches. They mixed a lot of different fabrics together. Like there's a couple of them I have that like if you take them and move them back and forth, it almost sounds like there's cardboard in it, but it's the type of interfacing that they use in it. And then a lot of them too, they don't have stretchy fabrics really in them. Like maybe in the very back of them, there's like a piece of elastic or something. But because they're mainly just woven, structured fabrics, they can get away without putting like pieces of boning in the side and underwires in the bottom. And then some of them do have a little bit of like a lower band under the bust.
Yeah, I used to have a vintage bikini and it did the exact same thing. Like it essentially just lifted and it didn't have an underwire or anything. And it was, I think, literally just the stitching. And yeah, you're right. Like the interfacing was probably something to do with it too. I was too young to know, but like, but yeah, that totally makes sense to me. Might have to come and do like one of your workshops. Tell us about your workshops. What do you do?
Totally. So I teach sewing classes. I teach classes that are 6 weeks long, but right now we just did a panty making workshop. We did a bralette making workshop. And then once a month we have sewing pizza party class. And so those are really fun.
One of those.
Yes,
So much fun.
You were making Halloween costumes, I believe, right?
I was. Oh, so sad. I don't know if you've been following this or not, but it's like the sad tale of the ABBA costumes. I didn't buy the right amount of fabric.
Right.
So I couldn't finish, and I honestly just put it all in a bag and got really angry at it. So I've only just now started taking it back out again, and I have to figure out how much fabric I need and then continue on. But maybe in the next couple months I'll be done.
Well, and you'll be ready for next Halloween.
Absolutely, already, right?
So
yeah, I need to start looking for those platform boots like right now. Yeah. So Lawrence, any questions?
There seemed to be consensus just in general that comfort is a good thing. I can imagine that's true. And there's a bit of a sort of, I don't know, people can't seem to agree on underwires. They're either a must or they are hated.
I mean, nobody, okay, maybe I can't speak for everyone, but I feel like most people don't like underwires. But if you're like me and you have kind of a larger bust or even just like a regularly sized bust, it's almost hard for you to actually keep your girls up without having those underwires. I remember I used to have a bra that had an overwire.
Oh, those are amazing.
Those
Yeah.
are great.
Those are so cool.
And I don't know why those ever went out of style either.
Agree.
Because they don't hurt like the underwire.
No, and I want to bring those back too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the best. If you can find yourself an overwire bra, please do it and pair it with a really beautiful 30s dress.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
Great.
anything else from the comments so far?
Let's see, the word bloomers.
Bloomers.
Ooh, I love bloomers.
Do you wear them on their own or do you wear them with things?
Both. So I wear them under shorter dresses, particularly like 60s dresses, or if I make a short dress. So that way, if I'm still like working in the studio, bending over, etc., you know, everyone doesn't get a show. Or if I'm riding my bike, or sometimes I just wear them as shorts. Yeah. Or to bed.
Yeah, for sure. I love bloomers too. I don't have a pair right now, but I used to have a pair that I absolutely loved and would wear underneath pretty much every dress I owned in the summer. Like, just so comfortable. Love some bloomers. And, you know, maybe swimming. Like, I think swimming bloomers should come back personally, because I'm sort of into like the late Victorian era, I guess. But yeah, swimming bloomers. Somebody make them and then, you know, show them off on Instagram, because I probably won't have time this year, as you all well know, but that would be really cool if you did. Any other questions, Laura?
I just wanted to point out, actually going back up, because there were a lot of comments that came in, and I've got to find it again. Just give me 1 second here. Jill Tonya said, those are pretty. I'm not sure which actual pair she was referring to, but
They're all pretty.
Indeed.
They're adorable.
Yeah.
And these are like the samples. So, I mean, we're just getting started.
And this is like going to be a collection that you sell too, right? You're not just teaching people to make things, you're making them yourself.
Yeah, totally. And we're going to go all the way up to size 26. So we're being super size inclusive. And then because they are like made to order, like you can just send us your size or your measurements and we'll make them for you to your measurement.
That's amazing. And I can vouch for her sewing skills. So you guys are in good hands when that comes out. Yay.
So wait, you guys got to see the craziest, coolest Valentine's Day fabric ever. It's hilarious. So we ordered it. We thought the men on it were going to be this big, and they are this big. Can you, hold it up to see. So there are sexy men all over this Valentine's Day fabric, and it is absolutely hilarious.
You guys think of that?
Packages galore. I mean, I was saying, if I can't have a boyfriend, I might as well wear one,
I
right?
think that middle one, is that me? That looks like me. I'm certain of it.
Oh my goodness. This is great. What do you guys think that she should make with this? You should tell them in the chat box.
Tea towels.
Tea towels. Cook with your men.
There you go. I love it.
I love that too. What's the other fabric here?
So we got a super fun pizza fabric, so when I throw my pizza party classes, I really want to make a dress or an outfit with this pizza party. So this is like a
I'm down for this.
right? This is a personal project I'm working on right now for me.
Would you guys make yourself a man dress or a pizza dress? Let us know in the chat box. And Laura, it's along the lines of the chat box. Anything else to add to the discussion tonight?
A suggestion from Bylan, miniskirt. Yeah.
The man fabric.
Man mini skirt. I like that.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Let's see, the word wow, I think it was when we held up the gents. Yes. Yeah. And this is from Cassiopeia, that fabric makes me hungry. I think she's referring to the pizza one, but I'm not sure.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Either of them, right?
Yeah.
Great. Well, okay. First off, how much time do we have left?
We have 6 minutes, but we did start 5 minutes late. So
Okay, I would like to do a little bit rapid fire.
Yeah.
So are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. A pretty easy one. Favorite color?
Pink.
Favorite pair of glasses?
Oh, the ones I have on. Yes.
Your favorite way to wear your hair?
I like it down, but I like it up when I work.
What is your favorite piece of equipment in your studio?
Ooh, the Designer Epic 2.
Why?
Because it does everything.
Like, describe everything.
It embroiders, it has Wi-Fi, it sews, I can embroider my face on anything I want. I mean, what more could I want?
That sounds amazing. I'm telling you, super indie, like right here. Who is your favorite person to sew with?
Ooh, my cat.
Oh, what's your cat's name?
Iris.
And what color is your cat?
Orange.
And what is your cat's favorite thing to sew?
I don't know, cat toys.
Very nice. Okay, awesome. So, Lawrence, before we go, any other comments to round this out? And thank you, you did very well on that.
You've got me at the end though.
Yeah.
No way, cat toys, for real. She should make some for Taco as well.
We have some more comments coming in, but actually I had a question about the cat, because obviously it's a big studio with lots of sewing equipment and all that. How do you stop it from getting at the, the cotton and all of that? Or do you?
She doesn't bother anything.
It's
She's been around it since she was 5 years old, so I think maybe that has something to do with it.
Wow.
But she literally just like lays in the middle of the table and like watches you sew. Like she just likes to spectate. And very rarely will she like lay on your project while you're sewing or anything like that. But she doesn't even want you to touch her. She just wants to watch. Yeah.
That's our cat would not do that in a million years.
He's a bit of a Hellene when it comes to these things. So he's like right up in my business. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been sewing his entire life too, but it doesn't matter. He's just himself. The other cat, though, I think would have been the same. Dolly probably would have been a little less.
It's possible. It's possible.
Interested in doing anything but watching. Well, I don't know, but yeah, that's some mad skills that you've got there in terms of just like, unless she just did it herself.
I lucked out.
Always,
totally.
That's amazing.
Yeah. If anything, she wants too much attention, and when you walk into the studio for a class, she meows at everybody to say hi. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, that's amazing. And we have some people saying, Sue says, yes, my cat is very involved in sewing. Cindy says, my cats are staring in disbelief, presumably right now.
Sounds about the right way for cat to behave.
Absolutely does.
Anything is around.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Anastasia, it has been a pleasure to have you on our first sew string with another human being.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
This has been really fun. We should totally do this again.
Yeah.
And we should probably do some collabs with real videos in the future. What do you think?
For sure. We should definitely do some tutorials on how to create different things.
Yeah.
Who do you guys want to see?
Yes, please let us know in the chat box. And of course, look at Sew Anastasia's channel. Her channel is amazing. Her Instagram handle is amazing too. Actually, you have a couple of Instagrams, right?
I do. So there's Anastasia Chaska, which is more of like my fashion. And then Sew Anastasia is like all sewing related.
So check those out. And have a wonderful night. Enjoy your projects. And we will see you next week.
Happy sewing!
Yay, bye!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
That's from everyone. Bye, everyone.